to me end this. No one. I'm Grace Thane.
Please don't say that. Wait.
The faint trace of lavender hung in the air, blending with the remnants of those oils from the spa she'd been raving about for weeks. Something about her was different tonight. A glow radiated from her face, a spark I hadn't seen in months. Her cheeks flushed, her eyes alive with a kind of energy that seemed foreign, almost unnatural, like she had been recharged by something I couldn't quite define, though deep down I already suspected I didn't want to know the truth. "How was it?" I asked, keeping my tone level, steady, as she floated past me, humming a tune I didn't recognize. "It was heavenly," she said, her voice brimming with excitement. "Absolutely heavenly, Colton." She tossed her purse onto the counter with casual grace, the kind that comes only with routine. "They gave me this facial massage. Honestly, it felt like it took 10 years off my face. You should try it sometime." I studied her carefully, narrowing my eyes, fighting the knot of unease twisting in my gut. Was it really just a spa day, or 10 years of guilt erased in an afternoon? The signs had been there for weeks. "Late nights at work," whispered calls, the way she recoiled slightly when I touched her. Every piece of it pointed towards something I wasn't ready to face, but could no longer ignore. So I did what I had to. I hired a private investigator. The report hit me like a sucker punch. Photos, dates, times, all laid out in stark, undeniable detail. The man wasn't someone I knew, just a younger guy from her gym. The type she probably believed made her feel youthful again. For days I'd been preparing myself, channeling my anger into something sharp and deliberate. I didn't want to scream. I didn't want to beg. I wanted her to feel the betrayal I was drowning in. "I'm glad you had fun," I said, forcing a smile that felt more like a grimace. "I actually made us dinner." She looked surprised. Usually, she was the one dialing takeout. "Oh, that's sweet," she said, her voice pitched just a little too high, dripping with insincerity. "What did you make?" I gestured toward the dining room. The table was set with our finest china, silver glinting under the glow of candles. Her favorite flowers stood tall in the center. Everything perfect. She gasped when she saw it, her eyes wide. "Colton, this is beautiful." Her voice softened, almost apologetic. For a fleeting second, I almost believed her. "Come sit," I said, pulling out her chair. She lowered herself onto it, her expression caught between awe and apprehension. Only one covered platter rested on the table. "I made something special. Just for you." My voice was tight, every word weighed. With a flourish, I lifted the lid. No gourmet meal awaited her. No carefully prepared dish. Instead, the investigator's report lay neatly arranged on the platter, photographs spread across the top. Her and him, wrapped in each other's arms, captured again and again. A grotesque mosaic of betrayal. Her face drained of color. Her breath hitched into shallow gasps. She clutched a manicured hand over her mouth, eyes wide with horror. What is this?" she whispered. "It's a summary of your spa day, Melissa," I said, my voice calm but cold. "Or should I call it your gym day? The one where you worked up quite a sweat with your trainer." Her knees buckled. She crumpled to the floor, her legs giving way. Reaching toward me, eyes wild with panic, she stammered. "Colton, please. It's not what it looks like. You don't understand." "Oh, I understand perfectly." I cut her off, my tone icy. "You've been lying to me for months. Sleeping with another man while I've been working myself raw to give you everything. I understand that you're a fraud." Tears streamed down her cheeks, black streaks of mascara smudging her face. She was a pitiful sight, broken, desperate. For a brief moment, pity stirred in me, but it quickly hardened into rage. "I'm so sorry, Colton. So sorry," she sobbed, crawling toward me, her voice shaking. "I don't know what I was thinking. Please forgive me." I stood over her, the words I'd practiced for days spilling from me with cold precision. I felt detached, like I was observing it all from outside myself. "Forgive you." My voice dripped with contempt. "You think an apology erases this? That saying sorry resets everything, like some scripted drama? This isn't TV, Melissa. This is real life. And you just destroyed it." I walked into the living room, grabbed a file from the coffee table, and held it up. "I've already spoken to my lawyer. Papers are filed. You'll be served tomorrow. I want you gone from this house by the end of the week. I've even packed some of your things." Her sobs rose into wails, her body shaking violently. Her eyes, swollen and red, locked onto mine. "But where will I go?" "That's not my problem anymore," I said, turning away. "You should have thought of that before you betrayed me." She cried harder, but I didn't turn back. I walked into the kitchen, poured a heavy glass of whiskey, and drank deeply. Through the archway, I could see her collapsed on the floor beside the dining table, her sobs echoing through the house. And that's when it hit me. I felt nothing. No rage, no grief. Just emptiness. A hollow victory, but victory all the same. She had come home glowing, thinking she'd gotten away with it. Now her world had shattered, and she had no one to blame but herself. I finished my drink, headed to the bedroom, and closed the door behind me. Her cries carried through the walls, the last sound I would ever hear from our marriage.